watch this a little later. Okay, so we're online. Hello, I'm Dr. Willis. Those of you I don't know. I don't think there's anybody I don't know. Today we're going to meet to get some stuff hammered out in terms of the calendar for the fall. There's a few things that we need to accomplish in the fall. First and foremost, the two Hallmark Award projects, the College Project and the Honors in Action Project. I'm going to go ahead and start with the current plan for the Honors in Action Project in terms of where we are right now. Let me share my screen real quick. This is the Honors in Action. Let me get to it so I can actually read it. Pamphlet, and I'm going to send, or there's a link in the chat to this. I'm also going to email it out to everybody on this list that gives an overview of the project. What we're going to be needing to do between now and the start of school is to encourage students to take a look at the different topics, and we need to select one and start doing research sometime by late August, early September. So be looking for a SurveyMonkey survey that I'm going to put together tomorrow with suggested topics and a little bit of guidance for everybody who's not quite sure what that's all about. Are there any questions so far on the Honors in Action project? What it is, what we're going to be doing with it, all that stuff? Okay.
Y'all know the guidelines for it?
What's that, Stephanie?
I was asking if everyone knew the guidelines for it.
Tristan worked on it last year, but we'll be going, the first work day that we have, we'll have a few Friday work days during the course of the fall. We'll go over the rubric and what we need to get out of it, but basically it's a research project meant to educate us and the campus community on a topic of importance in the world. So basically what it's going to break down to for you guys is a little bit of research, some writing, and also some sort of public event where we communicate our findings to the campus at large. And actually we can have a lot of fun with it, and we can learn a lot along the way. But the step in the process that we are now is selecting a theme. So be looking for that survey. Not only that, if you know other people who are in PTK, encourage them to put in their input on that survey, because we're going to go with whatever is the most popular on the survey, and if people don't put in their 2 bits worth, they're not going to get a topic that can work for them. Any questions on that before I move on to the college project? Okay, the college project is a project to benefit our campus community, and Steffi and I were discussing this on the way home from mock chapter, a possibility for the college project. Do you want to explain that, or do you want me to?
I've already explained it to Emily and Tristan.
Okay, so Savannah, I'll get you caught up to speed. What we were looking at doing for the college project was kind of opening lines of communication between us and instructors, using the Warhawk News Network to do kind of a series of interviews or faculty profiles, with the idea behind it being, A, we get to know our instructors better, which I think helps everybody on campus, but with the merger coming up, we've got this situation where I think students could feel disconnected from campus, and this would be a good project to reassure people that, you know, the same good teachers are still here and still working with students, and caring about students, which I think would really help kind of create more of a sense of community on campus. Now, how many of you are going to be around the week before school starts?
I will be.
Okay, Tristan.
I probably will be.
Okay. I will get to work trying to schedule a meeting with Dr. Blow, and really any Phi Theta Kappa can participate in this meeting. But one of the steps in the college project is to meet with the administration to go over our ideas and get their input. And sometimes they give us stuff that they want us to add to it, and sometimes they just say, go ahead. But
At
we do.
mock chapter, they said make sure when you do homework that you asked them before you actually came up with the idea so that it's the administration coming up with it, not us. So when we get to homeworks, we just have to make sure we word that correctly.
Yeah. Well, and pretty much every chapter goes into the meeting with the administration with a plan of what they want to do for the college project. But we are open to suggestion. And we could go into that meeting and Dr. Blow could have an idea of something that he really wants us to do, that we decide we want to do that instead. So I will try to schedule a meeting. Let me get the dates real quick. For the week of August 15th to meet with the administration, and so I'll keep everybody posted on that. (8:15). Okay. The next thing, and this is where I would like to get your input on, I would like to do in the first week of school some sort of welcome event in order to increase visibility on campus. Do any of you have a possible suggestion for what we might do in terms of a welcome event on campus? Like, welcome to school, and we're Phi Theta Kappa, and this is what we're all about.
I've been thinking that maybe, and I know this isn't exactly what you were saying, but all of us officers get together and really come up with and explain what PTK is and introduce all of ourselves so that everyone knows if they have questions who they can go to.
Okay. Well, maybe we can make that part of the welcome event and record it so it can go on the Warhawk News Network. And certainly that would be part of it, would be to educate people on what we're doing. Maybe we could do a C4 event, a signing event as part of it. What else?
See about maybe getting the orientation classes. Maybe we could talk to some of the people in the orientation classes, provided the professors let us. I don't know if they consider us intruding on their class time.
I doubt it, and that's a good idea, because then we can get incoming freshmen, and that actually goes with my next item on the list that we'll get to in a minute, but that might be a good way to get some provisional members as well. So we could do like an introduction, this is PTK in the Student Center, and maybe do the reason I say a C4 event is we're encouraged to do one, and it's part of the 5-star chapter plan, and that'd be a real easy, good way to get the C4 event out of the way at the early part of the term, and kind of kill two birds with one stone.
What exactly is C4?
The commit to complete in 4 years, and it's as simple as a signing event. What this program is, and it's a joint effort between the federal government and Phi Theta Kappa, where people basically sign a pledge to finish their 4-year degree. So it's not a contract written in stone, but it's kind of a reminder to people that they're in school to finish and not just to be here because it's better than getting a job or something like that. But we could do a big signing board in the Student Center and give away information on Phi Theta Kappa. You guys can introduce yourselves. And we could plan that for probably the second week of classes, because the first week is kind of hectic, so the week of the 29th look to do a C4 introduction event, and then Tristan, I can give you a list of all the instructors who are teaching orientation, and we can probably at our first meeting schedule or try to schedule just a 5-minute chat at the beginning of an orientation class about Phi Theta Kappa. I don't think that any instructor is really going to have an issue with that. So that would be a good way to really increase our visibility on campus.
If you'd let me know about the ones in Atmore, I can try to work that in.
Okay. Atmore orientation and Bruton. Okay, and that kind of leads me to the next thing on my list here, which is provisional membership. And they made this suggestion at the International Conference last year, and I thought it was a really good one, where incoming freshmen, and not just the honors students, but incoming freshmen can sign a kind of a commitment to join PTK agreement where they give us a deposit that would go toward their dues. And they're basically pledging to get a 3.5 or better in their first semester. And the deposit is non-refundable, but it's fairly small, say like $10. And then if you decide to accept membership in the spring, that $10 goes to your membership fees. But while you're working on getting that 3.5, you can be a full participant in Phi Theta Kappa activities. And this has been a really good membership tool for a lot of colleges, and I wanted to try it here because the provisional membership or provisional members tend to really want to get involved because they have something at stake. They're kind of proving themselves, so to speak, before they get into the organization. So I wanted to get you guys' thoughts. Do you see any downside to doing provisional membership?
I think it would be good. I'm sorry, Tristan, go ahead.
So you talking about the small deposit? Is that what you're referring to, or are you referring to just provisional membership in general?
Well, the honors students will be provisional members because they have to get a 3.5 as part of their scholarship for most of them. So there's really no point in making them pay a deposit. I'm talking about the general student body offering. Basically, they give us $10 and they sign a contract saying I'll get a 3.5, and as long as they do, that $10 will go to their membership when they join and become full members. Essentially, I want to pay for the T-shirt that I'm going to give them once they're provisional members, so that if they don't join, we don't lose money on the T-shirt.
I try to hammer that point through. Something about the T-shirt, just paying for the shirt, really.
Okay.
I don't see a downside to it. I just it's going to have to be handled carefully to be successful.
Yeah, because you are. Well, the non-refundable deposit would be something that people would maybe balk at, I could see. But if you're saying, well, you're getting a T-shirt out of it, then we're not going to ask for the T-shirt back. You know, they're at least immediately getting something for their money.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of the regional goals was a 10% increase in membership. So if we could do that, that would really help with being a 5-star chapter anyhow.
Yes, because we'd be participating in the regional goals. Okay, so emphasize T-shirt. Okay, and the T-shirts that we currently have and the ones we'll get in the future will have the benefits of joining PTK on the back anyway. So even if they don't get the GPA to join, if they still wear the shirt, they're still advertising PTK, so it's kind of a win-win for us. So that's all I had on my agenda for today. Did you guys have anything you wanted to talk about or ask or anything like that? Okay, so what we need to do from here is I will schedule the meeting with the administration about the college project and put together the survey for the honors and action topics. So when school starts, we're ready to schedule our first work day and get to work on both of those things right away. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Everybody's
Works
summer
for
going okay?
me.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, well, from here on out, in the summer, a lot of the stuff we'll be doing will be electronic, so make sure you're checking your email a couple times a week for news and notes on PTK. I just sent out the list of eligible students today to your JD email. So if you could take a minute to look at that list, and if you know anybody on there, encourage them to join, and hopefully we can get a few members before fall even starts.
I already told Ariel if she didn't join, I was going to haunt her.
Well, that works. All right, well, let me go ahead and shut off the broadcast.